We will understand how this happened, what the order actually says, who it affects, and why this could be one of the most consequential changes to U.S. immigration and constitutional law in modern history. If you are enjoying this video, please hit the bell button, subscribe, and like it so that you may get updates straight to your cell phone. Now let's get into the video. When Donald Trump returned to the White House in January 2025, he wasted no time reviving a central promise from his earlier campaigns, ending automatic citizenship for children born in the U.S. to parents who are neither citizens nor permanent residents. On his first day back in office, Trump signed the executive order titled, "Protecting the Meaning and Value of American Citizenship." This order sought to reinterpret the 14th Amendment, which for over 150 years had been understood to grant citizenship to nearly all children born on U.S. soil, regardless of their parents' status. Trump's move was not without precedent. He had floated the idea during his previous term, but this time the executive order was immediate and sweeping. It declared that effective 30 days from January 20th, 2025, only children with at least one U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident parent would receive automatic citizenship at birth. The executive order, which took effect on February 19, 2025, introduced a new reality for families across the country. From that day forward, the circumstances of a child's birth in the United States no longer guaranteed citizenship. Only those born to at least one parent who is a U.S. citizen or a lawful permanent resident would be recognized as citizens at birth. The order also specifically included children of non-immigrant visa holders such as students, temporary workers, and tourists, regardless of whether the parents were lawfully present. Federal agencies were instructed to stop issuing citizenship documents, including passports and social security cards, to children who did not meet the new criteria. Hospitals and state agencies were required to verify parental status at birth, creating a wave of administrative confusion and concern for families. The order was immediately met with fierce legal opposition. Civil rights groups and a coalition of states filed lawsuits, arguing the order was unconstitutional and would create chaos for families and government agencies alike. Federal judges in several states quickly issued nationwide injunctions temporarily blocking the order's enforcement. But on June 27, 2025, the Supreme Court issued a pivotal ruling. The court did not rule directly on the constitutionality of the executive order. Instead, it sharply limited lower courts' ability to issue nationwide injunctions, allowing Trump's order to take effect in most states while legal challenges continue. The ruling meant the order became enforceable in much of the country, though it remained blocked in states like Colorado, where local officials had joined lawsuits against the order. President Trump hailed the decision as a monumental victory for the Constitution, the separation of powers, and the rule of law. He emphasized that it would allow his administration to move forward with sweeping changes to immigration and citizenship policy. The impact of this new policy has been uneven across the country. In states like Colorado, where state officials joined lawsuits against the order, birthright citizenship protections remain in place for now. In most other states, however, the new restrictions are in effect, creating uncertainty for immigrant families and mixed-status households. The order affects children born to undocumented immigrants, temporary visa holders, and even long-term residents who have not obtained green cards. Immigrant communities have reported increased fear and confusion, with some families unsure whether their U.S.-born children will be recognized as citizens or able to access basic benefits. Internationally, the United States now joins most of the world in restricting birthright citizenship. Only a handful of countries in the Americas, such as Canada and Mexico, continue to grant unconditional citizenship by birth. This shift moves the U.S. into alignment with European and Asian nations that require at least one parent to be a citizen or permanent resident for a child to receive citizenship at birth. The chronology of these changes is striking. On January 20, 2025, President Trump signed the executive order ending birthright citizenship for most children of non-citizens. The order took effect 30 days later on February 19, 2025, changing the rules for all births from that